Let's go. All right, let's see. Where did I save? Did I just keep making new slots?
Step on your game, Bun. It's me. I am your game.
Good news. Thatcher, still dead? Hell yeah. I think the phrase is step up your game. The fuck is St. Patrick? No, this is St. Patrick.
I know what I said, Bun.
I'm gonna play the Metal Gear Solid games in order? Yeah, basically. Yep. Snake must try to rescue the Metal Gear chief engineer, Dr. Hal Emmerich, to find out how to stop the nuclear launch. Last time on Metal Gear. Floors with high voltage electric currents blocked his way to the nuclear warhead storage building's second floor basement. But with Deep Throat's advice, Snake destroys the electric control panel with a remote missile and goes past the area. Snake heads for the northeast of the nuclear warhead storage building's second floor basement. This is a good recap. This is very cute. This is Metal Gear Stream 2. I didn't feel well enough to stream last week. Unfortunately. In-game recaps are great. Way to heck and go? Video game? Yeah, that's a heckin' noise. Personally,
it looks like they were
I think this scene is rad.
Some type of blade.
And I love the audio in here.
It's a ghost.
In short, Saint Patrick was an English boy who gets captured by pirates and sold into slavery in Ireland. He escapes back to England, joins the church, chooses to go back to Ireland as a bishop and missionary, and is credited with converting the island peacefully. How much of it is true, depends on whom you speak to.
Oh. Yeah, Americans just use it as an excuse to drink, which is like every holiday that we borrow from another country. Things like Cinco de Mayo and Mardi Gras. Anything we just borrow from other cultures and then use it as an excuse to drink. Because that's what America does. We like doing that. Christmas, yeah. Yep. Yep. We don't really do Oktoberfest. Some places do. If you are in...
Quick dye the river green to hide the sewage.
If you're in a state that has a bunch of like breweries, Oktoberfest is absolutely a thing. 100%. Michigan's got a bunch of like microbreweries and they do Oktoberfest stuff. Or, if you got a big German population. Christmas.
Also, the Irish people don't celebrate St. Paddy's Day in a way that Americans and others do. It's just a feast day for a saint. The only celebrations that happen there are because of the tourists and they felt like they had to do something.
Yeah, that makes sense. Wasn't there a city that dyed the river the wrong color last year? Interesting. I know that Chicago always dyes their river green. I don't know if that went wrong last year or something. I'm not sure. So this is interesting because if I'm remembering correctly, I think in Twin Snakes you actually see a couple of these people dying. And I don't like it nearly as much as seeing just this weird aftermath and then turning the corner here. And then seeing this weird shit. They fly now? They fly now. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you see how a couple of these... Like, I think the Cyborg Ninja, like, throws somebody across this room, and it's like this body, and you watch it, like, hit the wall and stuff. And it's like, yeah, it's fine, I guess. But, like, I just kind of enjoy, just seeing how weird it is. One thing they do change that I really like, is that when the Cyborg Ninja walks through this door in Twin Snakes, there's a flash of his sword. Like, you barely see his arm move, but you see, like, the sword cut through the air, and then this panel slices in half, and then the door opens, and it's like, he just cuts the keycard reader open, so you can get through that door. And that's a cute touch. I like that. That's very fun. Remember being more graphic? Yum, 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 yum. It's anime as fuck. Twin Snakes is anime as fuck. Snake jumps on top of a missile and then, like, backflips into a helicopter. It's fucked. It's weird. It goes full shonen. Alright, this is why when somebody asked why it was steaming, and we just decided that piss was hot.
What are you talking about? Oh, what next?
And Alaska's cold, you know? So, yeah, that makes sense.
Snake.
You're that ninja.
I've been waiting for you.
He is stored in the otaku
Who are
balls.
you?
Neither enemy nor friend. I am back from a world where such words are meaningless. I've removed all obstacles. Now you and I will battle to the death.
What do you want?
The pee-pee boy.
I've waited a long time.
Pee-pee
for
poo-poo
this
man.
day. Now I want to enjoy the moment.
What's with these guys? It's like one of my Japanese animes.
I've come from another world to do battle with you.
What is it, revenge?
It is nothing so trivial as revenge. A fight to the death with you. Only in that can my soul find respite. I will kill you.
Is it respite or respite?
Or you will kill me. It makes no difference.
God, he's so cool.
Fine. He can watch from inside there.
I need that man. Keep your hands off him.
Now,
Gray Fox is just like the coolest fucker ever.
feel alive again.
It's so good. Ugh. Term Japanese anime isn't even correct. No. But this was in the era when people would call it Japanimation. So, like, I get it. Like, I understand why it's there. Yeah. So good. Gray Fox is, like, actually as cool as all the hype built him up to be? Absolutely, yes. NRW, how you doing? Alright, so last time I was showing off how cool it was that you could shoot this guy and he just blocks all your bullets. Fuck you!
The weapon
Like, just fuck you! It's great. I love it. What is Otacon's favorite anime? Probably some shit like Lucky Star. I don't know. Fruits Basket? No, wait. Let me see. This takes place in 2004, but it was made in 1999. Let me think. Let me see. He loves Gundam for sure. Damn. Berserk? Oh, maybe Berserk. Bubblegum Crisis. Yes. Maybe like Escaflowne or like Fushugi Yugi or something. Oh. Like what was popular in the late 90s. Dirty Pair. Oh yeah, okay. Now we're getting into it. Elephantly. Oh, good stuff. No, FLCL wasn't out yet. Alright, okay. So the coolest thing about this fight is unequip your fucking weapon.
Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
He's so cool. Ow. Yeep. Terrible plan. Yeep. What is wrong with Lucky Star Fruits Basket, you bunny nerd? I've seen like one episode of Lucky Star, it's probably fine. Fruits Basket, the anime, sucks. Terrible adaptation of a pretty okay manga. But mostly just boring. Which Fruits Basket anime? Let me see, this came out in 1999? So... whichever one was out then. I wasn't aware there were multiple. They remade Fruits Basket a few years ago. Interesting. I've never seen it. I've seen the old one. It's awful. This fucker's invisible! He's a Mogus!
I'm here, Snake.
Oh, jeez.
Otaken loves pat labor like a good Raytheon liberal.
Wait, what? Oh, God. Yeah, probably. Alright, hang on a sec. I have to check something real quick. Find out why I'm getting slow down in this scene. I think I get it. Alright, let's try that. Alright. Hitalia. Oh. Maybe. Alright, where did he go? There he is.
Like old times. I've been waiting for this pain.
Do not do Otacon like that. Okay, there's a difference between Otacon and Huey, right? Huey definitely loved Italia. Oh god, that big punch. Oh, right, we gotta knock on that locker.
That's it. I remember that punch. Do you remember, Snake? The feel of battle. The clashing of bone and sinew.
Sometimes love don't feel like it should. You make it
Good Snake.
hurt so good. Ow. I forgot he does that. Yeah. Yeah, this is the weird part. Yeah, Twin Snakes does not have this final phase at all. He just like teleports around the room
I felt that.
in a cutscene.
Do you remember me now?
Can't be. You were killed in Zanzibar. What? Not again. What's happening?
Losing myself.
It's a bit of a shame that some of the later Metal Gear games don't get weird the same way that this is. Like, the later Metal Gear games are weird, but this has a different vibe.
Gray Fox. Colonel, that ninja is Gray Fox. No doubt about it.
Ridiculous. You of all people should know he died in
MGS4
Zanzibar.
tries and
No.
passes, yeah.
He should have died, but he didn't.
What?
It happened before I joined Foxhound's medical staff. They were using a soldier for their gene therapy experiments.
I never heard that.
It happened right after you retired. My predecessor, Dr. Clark, was in charge.
Dr. Clark.
Yes, he started the gene therapy project.
And where is he now?
He was killed in an explosion in his lab 2 years ago.
So what about this soldier?
Apparently, for their test subject, they decided to use the body of a soldier who was recovered after the fall of Zanzibar.
And that was Gray Fox.
But he was already dead.
Yes, but they revived him. They fitted him with a prototype exoskeleton and kept him drugged for 4 years while they experimented on him like a plaything. Today's genome soldiers were born from those experiments.
That's the sickest thing I ever heard.
They used him to test all sorts of gene therapy techniques.
Naomi, why didn't you tell us about this sooner?
Because it's confidential information.
Is that the only reason?
Naomi, what happened to Gray Fox after that?
The record says he died in the explosion.
I see. But even if that ninja is Gray Fox, the question is, why?
From what I could tell, he didn't know who he was.
Are you saying that he's just a mindless robot?
I'm not sure, but he seems intent on fighting me to the death. We'll meet again. I know it.
So you'll fight again? Until you kill him?
I'd rather not. But maybe that's what he wants.
Yeah, what's Naomi's voice actress again? She's Commander Shepard. She does such a good job. Oh my god. Okay, Bird, how's it going? Oh yeah, Jennifer Hale. God, she's so good in this. Yeah. She's just nailing it. And I love it. She plays this, she plays FemShep, and she plays one of the Hex girls in the Scooby-Doo movie, The Witch's Ghost. A little bit of an awakening, I think. A good one. Yeah, and then she plays Otacon's sister in MGS too. Very weird. Very weird. What the fuck? How come you're playing my favorite series of all time and I didn't know? I'm sorry, Jace. I want to talk really quick though about that scene because there's an interesting mistranslation in there. In Japanese, grammatically, Dr. Clark is never gendered. In the American, like in the English localization, they gendered Dr. Clark he. There's a couple explanations for this because Dr. Clark was she in the 1960s. So there's, a couple explanations you could come up with for this. One of which is that Naomi just never met Dr. Clark, so Naomi just wouldn't know, and Naomi made that assumption. Or, maybe a trans scientist. In MGS5, they explain that Clark is super secretive, so no one knows. Yeah. Which, that's fine, I guess. But also, could be. Don't know. He's like, I don't know. It doesn't rule out trans paramedic. It's true. You know what? As big of a Godzilla fan as he is, that makes sense. I could see that. That sounds like a cool transmasc interest. I could kind of see that. But yeah, just like an interesting little mistranslation there that you can come up with your own headcanon for if you want. Which they kind of explain away, but I don't know. Just an interesting little thing. Isn't paramedic also really into Dracula? Yeah, Dracula, Godzilla, and biohacking. Because gene therapy is the thing they get into. So I don't know. I'm just saying they invented the gene therapy thing. So I'm just saying.
How long are you gonna stay in there?
Are you one of them?
No, I'm not. I always work alone.
Wishful bunny thinking. Yeah, a little bit, but
Are you an otaku too?
Come on, get out. We can't stay here forever.
Your uniform is different than theirs.
How many abs do you have, my man?
Hal Emmerich, right?
You know me?
How many of those do you even need?
Oh, so you're here to rescue me.
Sorry, but no. There's something that I've got to do first.
Oh, well, at least you're not one of them.
Huh. Are you hurt?
Oh, I'm okay. I just twisted my ankle a little bit trying to get away.
Well, if that's all, it's nothing to worry about. I want to ask you something.
Hopefully that works. All right.
I need information about Metal Gear.
Huh? Metal Gear?
Yeah. What's Metal Gear really designed for?
It's a mobile TMD.
It's very
designed to
lingering
shoot
look,
down
yeah.
nuclear missiles. Only for defensive purposes, of course.
Fire. I already know that Metal Gear is nothing but a nuclear-equipped walking deathmobile.
I wish Snake pulled him out of the locker and was just like, what were you frying chicken in there? Just kidding. Damn, boy, you piss loud, though. You piss loud as fuck. I think that's pretty cool.
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are planning to use Metal Gear to launch a nuclear missile. You telling me you didn't know?
They're gonna put a dismantled warhead into Metal Gear's TMD missile module?
Give me your money,
Wrong.
nerd.
From the beginning, the purpose of this exercise was to test Metal Gear's nuclear launch capability using a dummy nuclear warhead. The terrorists are just continuing the work you started.
No, you're wrong.
I heard it directly from your boss, Baker.
No.
Putting piss on
A
a combo.
nuclear
I wasn't
missile on
expecting.
Rex?
So you really didn't know?
Man, if I had a nickel for every time I heard that.
The armament was built by a separate department, and the president personally supervised the final assembly of the main unit.
President Baker?
Yeah. I was never told
Troy
exactly
Baker?
what they armed Rex with. I only know it's equipped with a Vulcan cannon, a laser, and a railgun.
Rex is the best Metal Gear. Changed my mind. It's
A
pretty
railgun,
good.
you said.
Yeah. It uses magnets to fire bullets at extremely high
It's
velocities.
pretty good.
The technology was originally developed for the SDI system and later scrapped. We were successful in
Kinda
miniaturizing
like a Ray.
it in a
I
joint
like
venture
Mark
between
II.
Armstech and Rivermore National Labs. The railgun is on Rex's right arm.
Metal Gear's main function is to launch nuclear missiles. You sure you're not forgetting something?
And I like the ones in Metal Gear Acid where they're named after like biblical angels. They're named in like Hebrew. It's very weird. Acid 2 has a really cool one. I cannot pronounce its name. But yeah, Kadesh. It's wild. How did you remember that? Fucking biblically accurate Metal Gears. They're very cool.
It's true that Metal Gear has a missile module on his back that can carry up to 8 missiles, but are you saying it was originally meant to carry nuclear missiles?
Acid 1 has a Mario Party level? It totally does.
Yeah, but that's not all I think. If Metal Gear fired only standard nuclear missiles, then they
Such a
should
lust
already
for
have all the
revenge.
practical data they need.
No. Could it be?
Ooh.
Metal Gear's co-developer, Rivermore National Labs, was working on a new type of nuclear weapon. They were using NOVA and NIF laser nuclear fusion testing equipment and supercomputers.
So they developed a new type of nuclear weapon in a VR testing lab, huh?
Yes, but you can't use virtual data on a battlefield. They would need actual launch data.
I don't know, Majukas, if you enjoy taking pictures like that, I recommend VR missions in Metal Gear Solid 1 VR missions. Cuz you can do that. It's terrible.
These are some of the supercomputers. If you link these, you can test everything in a virtual environment. But it's all just theoretical.
So this exercise was designed to test the
Some
real
of the VR
thing.
missions are great.
What did our president do?
I like a Ginola.
If the terrorists launched that thing... Damn. Damn. I'm such a fool. It's all my fault. The truth is, my
My
grandfather
computer
was
that big to
part
run
of the
VR chat in
Manhattan
2004.
Project. He suffered with the guilt for the rest of his life. And my father, he was born on August 6th, 1945.
The day of the Hiroshima bomb. God's got a sense of humor, all right.
3 generations of Emmerich men. We must have the curse of nuclear weapons written into our DNA.
You know what? I was gonna stand up for him here and be like, you know what? It's not his fault he was born like on that day. And then I remembered all the shit Huey did. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. No, never mind. No, never mind. Fuck that guy. Wait a minute, never mind.
I used to think that I could use science to help mankind. But the one that wound up getting used was me. Using science to help mankind, it's just in the movies.
That's enough crying. Pull yourself together.
Yeah, I remembered he
Where
was
is
talking
Metal
about
Gear?
Huey.
Where on this base are they keeping it?
Hey, Punk, how's it going?
Rex is in the underground maintenance base,
Where's that?
north of the communications tower,
Good night,
but it's a long way
Dino.
there.
The emergency override system for the detonation code is there too?
Yeah, in the maintenance base control room. You'd better hurry. If they were planning a launch from the start, then their ballistic program is probably finished. And since they haven't called for me in a few hours, they
Get to
must not need
paddling?
me. In other words, they must be ready to launch.
What's a
Mel's got
peddling?
the detonation code override keys. We'll link up with her.
If we can't override the launch, we'll have to destroy Rex. I'll show you the way.
On that leg of yours, you'll just slow me down.
You'll need me if you're gonna destroy Rex.
I don't need you. I just need your brain.
I created Rex. It's my right, my duty to destroy him.
If you get a chance, try to escape. When the coast is clear, I'll contact you by codec.
How am I supposed to escape from an island?
Okay.
So what then?
I want you to hide somewhere and keep me informed. You know this place well, don't you?
Of course I do. And don't
Go
worry,
hide in the locker.
I've got this.
But it smells like pee in there. And whose fault is that?
It's the same stealth technology as the Ninja. Foxhound was gonna use them, but with this I'll be fine. Bad leg and all.
Good. But I want Meryl to watch after
Have a
you
good
too.
lunch, Chase.
Meryl, the engineer's okay.
That's a relief.
I want you to look after him. Where are you now?
Very close.
There she is! Over there!
Oh no! Damn, they've spotted me.
Meryl, what happened?
Something's wrong.
Did you hear something? Wasn't that some kind of music?
What did she look like?
She was wearing the same green uniform as the terrorists.
Yeah, transfer
Guard,
Thank you for the
looks
raid.
like you
Hello.
guys- Do you suddenly smell piss?
Heck. Welcome the heck on in, Raiders. Oh my goodness.
A disguise?
She had such a cute way of walking.
What are you up to
She kinda
today?
wiggles her behind.
You were really looking.
Well, she's got a very cute behind.
Way of walking, huh?
But.
If she's disguised as the enemy, you'll have to contact her when she's alone, huh? There's only one place where we can be sure she's by herself.
Where's that?
Don't be so dense. Here, use this security card. It's security level 4.
Back with a vengeance. Rad.
Huh?
You feel okay?
Thank you for
Nothing
35
bothering
months.
You?
What's wrong? Getting
Oh,
all
goodness.
friendly all of a sudden.
No, nothing. I'm glad you're okay.
Strange.
I'm a little
I
nervous.
love
Everyone
this.
else I've saved suddenly dies.
You're bad luck.
Forget it, Doctor.
Call me Otacon.
Otacon?
It stands for Otaku Convention. And Otaku's a guy like me who likes Japanimation.
I knew they'd said
Japan
it.
was the first country to successfully make bipedal robots. They're still the best in the field of robotics.
Hey, look, it's
Japanese
footage from
cartoons
Police
played some
Notes.
part in that?
They did. I didn't get into science to make nuclear weapons, you know.
That's what all scientists say.
These are the
I became
mecha
a
that they,
scientist because I wanted to
the
make
cop
robots like
mechs
the
they
ones
have in
the
Police
Japanese
Notes.
animes. Really, it's true.
I didn't want to follow in my family's tragic footsteps, which is why I joined Arms Techs, definitely only for self-defense.
You're right.
Promise
We
division.
have to take responsibility. Science has always thrived on war. Greatest weapons of mass destruction
Yeah,
were
it's
created
Zone of the
by
Enders
scientists
footage in
who
Twin
wanted
Snakes.
to be famous. But that's all
Zoe
over
2.
now. I won't take part in murder anymore.
Whatever. All I want from you is information.
Sure, I know everything about this whole base. Ask me anything about Rex or about this place. Also, with this stealth camouflage, I can sneak in and out of the armory and mess hall. If you need ammo or rations, just tell me and I'll bring them to you. I'm
All
on
scientists say
frequency
they didn't get into science to make
141.12.
nukes.
See you later.
He pisses himself and then talks about anime, and then David thinks, yeah, I'll raise a daughter and a dozen dogs with this man. I just can't not fuck the guy. I think I fixed the emulator. I think it's a little bit better.
Jogging awfully fine with a busted leg.
Really, yeah. So yeah, there's the Police Knots poster right here. That's the front cover of Police Knots. Very cute. They replaced this, I think, with a Zone of the Enders poster in Twin Snakes. There's also this PlayStation here. This adorable blocky PlayStation. I fucking love it. Look at that controller. It's great. This was replaced with a GameCube in Twin Snakes. They also put, I think on one of these computers back here, there's like a little Mario and Yoshi plushies. You can see them in the background of the cutscene. They also extend the cutscene so that like Snake grabbing Otacon's shoulders and leaning in and being like, "Are you okay? You're not feeling funny, are you? You're not feeling weird. What about when I breathe on your neck like this? How does that feel? Huh?" The scene goes on a little bit longer. It's even more awkward. It's very funny. I like it. Damn, what is Otacon's number? Did he tell us? Heck. 141.12, thank you. I'm glad you all have that memorized. No, 141. No, dang it. I'm so bad at remembering things, I'm sorry.
You still haven't found Meryl? Snake, the warhead storage building that you're in has 1 floor above ground and 2 floors below ground. Why don't you search there too?
I'm on it. I'll like, give you a call next to your piss locker.
Snake, the warhead storage building that you're in has...
I remember. Alright. I'm gonna save real quick too.
Snake, there's an old Chinese saying, a scholar who cherishes the love of comfort is not fit to be deemed a scholar. Einstein said it another way. He said that only a life lived for others is worth living. That's why I entered MIT instead of Princeton or Vassar like my friends. I wanted to do applied physics, not just theoretical stuff. I wanted to make things for people. The Soliton radar system or the Kodak system. I just wanted to make something that would be useful for people. I think that it was the same for Dr. Emmerich too. But he was used like a tool. Used to make
Deep
a horrible
throat make
killing
my
machine.
snake salad until I
Maybe
ate
it would
them.
be better if engineers like us could stop making things.
God damn
I
it.
don't know.
There's a funny part in Metal Gear Solid 2 when Otacon is the one who saves your game, and when you call him, he tries to do like the mailing thing where he's just like, oh yeah, here's this proverb or saying, but he just interprets them completely wrong. He's so bad at it. It's amazing. I love it. It's so bad. Oh my goodness. Sayai-chan, thank you for the follow, my fur and whiskers. How you doing? Alright, we have a level 4 keycard now. When she has enough and cuts in to tell him how wrong he is. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah! Dang it. Completely forgot. Fucking turds all over the place. That one's not gonna look away, is it? It's just not. Alright. Let me chaff here real quick. Go ahead and equip my key cards so these doors open. That's level 6. That one works. Some supplies from there. Some supplies from here. There it goes. And then get some supplies from here. There we go, night vision goggles. Okay. Time to scoot. Almost beefed it. Phew! Made it. The morality of the little boy who cried wolf is that you should tell the same lie twice. Love having to take my gas mask off to be able to use a key. Yeah. It do be like that. Tell lies only 2 times, never more. Only twice. Alright, let's see. Oh, there she is. You could tell, because, I mean, look at that. It even makes a noise. Jeez Louise. Who does that? Fun, tell us funny stories about lies you told in your youth. Okay. You got it. No, leave me alone. No, leave me alone. There.
What's that? What's that?
Oh no! They found me! Boxes were sort of fast travel system? In 2 they are, yeah. They went straight for the box. These jerks. No! Oh my god. I'm gonna restart that area, because that sucks. It's so hard to get away once you get spotted. I'm not very good at this game. I'm actually kind of terrible at it. Okay, she's still in the same spot. Alright. Who walks like that? Nobody, obviously. Obviously nobody. Alright, tell a story about when you lied. One time when I got pulled over for speeding, I was going about, I think I was going about 45 in like a 25. I was just in like my neighborhood. And the cop came to the window and was like, "Hey, could I get like your license and registration, please?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't have one." And he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Well, I've got my license, but I don't have a registration, 'cause I stole the car." And he's like, "You're driving a stolen vehicle?" And I was like, "Yeah, you know what? I think I saw one in the glove compartment when I was putting my gun in there." And he was like, "There's a gun in the glove compartment." And I was like, "Yeah, I had to put it in there so that I could move the body into the trunk." And he was like, "Why are you putting a body in the trunk?" And I said, "What do you think I did with the guy I stole the car from?" And he was like, "Okay, you know what? Why don't you hang here for a second? And I'm gonna go and call in some backup." So about 10 minutes later, there's about 4 or 5 cop cars around. And somebody comes to the window with his gun drawn. And he goes, "Could I see your license and registration?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." And so I gave him my license and registration, and he said, "The officer that pulled you over, could you open the glove compartment, please?" And I was like, "Yeah, no problem." And I opened the glove compartment, and there's nothing in there. And he goes, "Could you pop the trunk for us real quick?" And I was like, "Yeah, no problem." And I popped the trunk, and there's my spare tire in there. And he goes, "Did you know that the officer who pulled you over said that you had a body in the trunk and a gun in the glove compartment, and that you were driving a stolen vehicle?" And I said, Yeah. I'll bet you that motherfucker told you I was speeding too, didn't he?" Yeah, that was... Yep.
Moral of the story, always goon on cops.
Heck.
Don't move.
Why are there no doors for these stalls?
That's the second time I've been able to sneak up on the legendary Solid Snake.
You're Meryl? There's no way you could pass for a man for
It's
long.
like gatekeep.
What do you
on
mean?
bar-
Hey, men aren't allowed in here.
I had no idea you were so feminine.
This is no time to try and hit on me, Snake.
I like her foxhound tattoo.
Besides, it's a waste of time. When I joined up, they gave me psychotherapy to destroy my interest in men.
What does that mean?
Mouth. You're Meryl, all right. Are you hurt?
That's so dumb.
After all, I was disguised
It never
as a
comes up
young
again.
soldier.
So why'd you change? You'd be a lot better off dressed like one of them.
I got tired of disguising myself. The truth is, the uniform smelled like blood.
What's that mark?
So stupid.
Oh, this? It's a paint tattoo. It's not real. I was a fan of Foxhound way back, when guys like you and my uncle were in it. None of that gene therapy like there is today. You guys were real heroes.
It's my
There
persona.
are no heroes in war. All the heroes I know are either dead or in prison. One or the other.
Snake, you're
That's
a hero.
such an escape from New
I'm just
York
a man
line.
who's good at what he does, killing. There's no winning or losing for a mercenary. The only winners in war are the people.
That's right, and you fight for the people.
I've never fought for anyone but myself. I've got no purpose in life, no ultimate goal.
Come on.
It's only when I'm cheating death.
It also
on the
destroyed
battlefield,
Snake's interest in
the only
men.
time I
No.
feel truly alive.
No,
Seeing
definitely
other people
not.
die makes
Obviously
you feel
not.
alive, huh? You love war and don't want it to stop? Is it the same with all great soldiers throughout history?
Why didn't you contact me?
My codec was broken.
Is that all?
Shouldn't you just be happy we met up like this? How did you recognize me in disguise?
I never forget a lady.
So there's something you like about me, huh?
Yeah, you've got a great butt.
Oh, I see. First it's my eyes, now it's my butt. What's next?
On the battlefield, you never think about what's next.
Light is so dumb.
So Snake, how are the negotiations going?
No
Trying to be
progress.
James Bond. It's so. Yeah, that's a FAMAS. All the soldiers in this exercise have them. I don't know why. Snake talks like an 80s action hero. It's very silly. And it's kind of funny. It's so dumb. But this is very standard fare for this kind of like American action movie dialogue. Yeah. Very much 80s action movie dialogue, 100%. This is the kind of thing you would expect. And it's stupid. Can we talk about Meryl's arms? Jeez Louise, look at her. Oh my god. Damn. Snake's been... Okay, Snake is talking about the butt, but he's definitely sleeping on the shoulders, because she's got guns! Yo! Why is she carrying around a FAMAS when she's got these guns? I love it. And you know what? I fucking love that they keep that in Metal Gear Solid 4. Like Metal Gear Solid 4 doesn't tone down this at all. Meryl is fucking built. This is canon. Cause yeah, you get to see it in Metal Gear Solid 4 as well. And like, oh god, it's great. I love it. Big fan. She looks like someone who's a professional soldier. Yeah. Aside from the hair a little bit, but yeah.
No, you see, Snake has a great butt too. It's a real recognizes real moment.
You know what? True. You know what? That's true. Doesn't she have a Desert Eagle? You need guns to use that gun? Yes. We'll actually get to that in just a second. She's about to pull it out. But yeah, I love that. I love that. I think that's great. And it's, yeah, these lines are really silly and they're really dumb. And the psychotherapy to destroy my interest in men is like so stupid, especially considering the fact that like she's on a team of genome soldiers who you can easily distract with pornography magazines. And it's like, so what? So just her then? Or what? Like, what do we, what is this? What does this mean? And why? Like people just, there's no way that people would be able to be soldiers without, like, conversion therapy to become Ace, I guess? I don't know. It's dumb. It's a backless dress. And those shoulders. Yeah. Weird. Sounds like entirely something the military would do. True, especially in the 90s. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's dumb. It's dumb.
So it's all up to you, huh?
Somebody's got to stop them from launching a nuclear missile.
There are two ways. Either we destroy Metal Gear or...
we override the detonation code. You got the card keys from Baker?
Card keys? You mean this?
Where are the others? There should be 3 keys.
This is all I've got.
Where could the other 2 be?
I have no idea, but they must be somewhere. If we can't find them, we'll have no choice but to destroy Metal Gear.
Metal Gear is in an underground maintenance base to the north.
Take me too. I know this place better than you do.
You'll just slow me down. You don't have enough battle experience.
I won't slow you down, I promise.
And what if you do?
Then you can shoot me.
I don't like to waste bullets.
Got it. I'll be careful.
Again, dumb action movie lines.
You know, I don't use makeup the way other women do. I hardly ever look at myself in the mirror. I've always despised that kind of woman.
I'm not like other girls.
I always dreamed of becoming a soldier. But I was wrong. It wasn't really my dream. My father, he was killed in action when I was younger.
You wanted to follow in your father's footsteps?
Not really. I thought that if I became a soldier, I could understand him better.
So are you a soldier?
Wings are cringing, I can't breathe.
I thought I was until today, but now I understand. The truth is, I was just afraid of looking at myself, afraid of having to make my own decisions in life. But I'm not gonna lie to myself anymore. It's time I took a long, hard look at myself. I want to know who I am, what I'm capable of. I want to know why I've lived the way I've lived until now. I want to know.
Take a good look. You won't get another chance for a while. You should wash your face, too, while you're at it.
Yeah.
Why are they
This isn't a
talking about
training
destroying that
exercise.
cute
Our
little
lives are
robot
riding
from
on
Snatcher?
this. There are no heroes or heroines. If you lose, you're worm food.
Yeah.
Is that FAMAS functional?
Unfortunately, it's out of ammo.
Where'd you get that Desert Eagle?
I found it in the armory. It's a .50 caliber Action Express. There was a SOCOM pistol too, but I chose this.
Huh. So I got a leftover, huh? Isn't that gun a little big for a girl?
Don't worry, I can handle it.
Come on, use my 45.
Listen, I've used a gun like this since I was 8 years
Trade
old.
me.
I'm more comfortable with it than I am with a bra.
But you're not
We're gonna go to
wearing
the
a...
north. We'll have to go
Never
to the
mind.
commander's room on this floor. The overland route is blocked by glaciers.
I mean, clearly.
The door to the commander's room is security level 5. This card will open it. It was inside the pocket of the uniform I was wearing.
Looks like he must have been
I
guarding
mean, she could
someplace
just snap a dude's neck with her biceps, but okay.
Okay, let's go. I know this place better than you. I'll be point man. Follow me.
You know what I think? You know what I think? I think that it's 1999 and Meryl has a lot of exploring to do. I think Meryl should do some introspection and try to find some gender feels. Because I feel like if Meryl not trans, Meryl gender non-conforming, Meryl butch, or like, you know, maybe Meryl non-binary. I don't know. But like, yeah. Meryl seems unhappy right now, and I think Meryl should introspect and find some gender feels. Taryn, how's it going? Oh my goodness. Welcome in, Raiders. It's good to see ya. Oh my gosh. Johnny Wood's supporter no matter what. For real. Oh my goodness. Heckin' Taryn, it's so good to see you. What were you playing tonight? Maybe Meryl gender fluid? Maybe. I feel like she's unhappy with her current presentation, and that maybe she could find one that works better.
Nui.
Bnui! Oh, Mickey, thank you for 31 months. Welcome back. Aww. Resi 4 mods? Oh my goodness. No, I didn't get pantsless Meryl. Resi 4 mods sounds rad. I saw people were already modding the demo for remake. Do you have a lot of inner dialogue happening when you look in the mirror? Maybe you should consider a gender. Maybe think about it. Blim. Like, obviously, I'm not going to diagnose you with shit, but like, you know what? Maybe experiment a little. Maybe try on some different clothes. Maybe try on some different pronouns. See how that makes you feel. Maybe see if you like it. You don't have to, though. Totally cool to be, you know, just come out the other end and be like, yeah, you know what, sis. But you know what? You'll be better for the experience. Modding and giving baby girl Leon a maid outfit. I saw that one. It looks great. Feel like she joined the military instead of doing introspection. To be fair, it's 1999. So yeah. Yep. Yep. Well, 2005. Same. Same culture. So yeah, I don't know. You know what? I just feel like Meryl has some growing to do, and she could, you know, be happier. What have I missed? Oh, we're just talking about Meryl. We're just talking about meeting Meryl for the first time. Yeah. Because I'm like, you know what? Meryl, she seems like she could be way happier if she finds, like, presentation she likes.
That's strange. There's no guard.
What happened to the music?
I'll keep a lookout. Make sure you're ready, okay?
Oh yeah, Johnny would accept her no matter what. Should probably get ammo. Yeah, I think there is some ammo around here. I'll go do that. I do have plenty though. All buff in that wedding dress? Oh, for real, yeah. If I was gonna guess, I would think that Meryl's gonna come out the other side and be like, oh, wait a minute, I'm butch. Oh, wait a minute, I'm gender non-conforming and I'm just butch. And, you know, be happier for it. Oh, there's the music. Get this girl a leather jacket. Yeah. And like a tool belt. Yep. What is a butch? A woman with a masculine-leaning presentation. Sometimes this means like short hair. Sometimes this means like leather jackets, plaid. A lot of time this means power tools. Yeah. Strict opposite of a femboy? Yeah, basically. Yeah. Subarus?
My head. Oh, it hurts.
What's wrong?
Don't come here, Snake.
Femboy expert pairing when? That's Yin and I. What's this?
Are you okay? What happened?
I'm fine.
You sound fine.
Okay. Let's go. Come on, Mr. Foxhound. The commander is waiting.
It sounds great. She's intro cussing too many times because of how hard this fight is on the GOG version. Oh, is it that bad?
Hey Meryl, you're acting a little brainwashed. Why there?
I've never played the PC one.
What's up, Snake?
Meryl sounds normal.
Mei-Ling, how did you get into this?
What save data do you have on your totally legit PS1? Nothing, unfortunately.
I fell in love with jets watching them in the movies.
You'd be surprised.
Really liked Top Gun.
But I didn't want to kill people. That's when I heard that the US Air Force needed people to do BDAs, battle damage assessments.
Those are the guys whose job it
Really
is.
like Top Gun. Hang on a sec. Let me look at what I've got on my computer real quick. Do I have a copy of Symphony of the Night? Oh. Yeah, I do. Okay.
Yeah, so I started to do research into aerial photography and air intelligence. I made it my major.
But there are no pilots who only do BDAs.
That's right. But by the time I learned that, I was already an expert in my field.
Okay. Let me see here. I'm gonna power off real quick. Give me a sec. Let me see. Where is... hang on just a sec. Wait, how do I refresh this? How does this thing work? Oh, but oh, here it is. There it goes. Hang on. Loading. 20%. Probably shouldn't have refreshed. I should have just scanned for new. That's fine. We're about to play a better game than Metal Gear Solid. I like this game a lot. It's a little dumb. So, you know when I said before that like this game has like some really obvious theming? This game really wants to, like, obviously it's aged a bit weird, but it's taking an interesting view of like genetics, right? Versus destiny. It's taking like, how much do your genes determine what you can and can't do? And I think it's interesting. Aged like a fine milk, yeah. Like, obviously with Meryl, this is a little bit dumb because like she's the theme of genes here is that she's wrestling with gender. But also like, oh, I want to follow in my uncle's footsteps and be soldier. I want to learn more about my family and genealogy through becoming soldier. And then you've got like Otacon, who's like, oh, we come from cursed genes. You know, scientists don't want to make nukes. But like I'm following in my family's footsteps of making weapons or whatever. And like it's interesting because like every character in here is dealing with this theme in a different way. Otacon does have cursed genes. Yeah, but that's Huey's fault. Huey's the worst. My dad was the worst person alive. I don't blame Otacon. Metal Gear Solid 2 is all about the memes. It is! Metal Gear Solid 3 is about scene, and Metal Gear Solid 4 is about sense, and then 5 is about revenge, according to Kojima. Alright, how quickly do you think I can make it to the first save point? Where do you think the first save point is? Hmm. Under 5 minutes, even if you're just taking it easy. Okay. Are you doing the thing? I'm doing the thing. I'm making a save file. Unpatched American version, you bet. Let's go, gamers. Richter. You gonna do Police Knots too? I think I have a Police Knots file. I don't think it counts.
Monster. You
don't belong in this world.
It was not
By my hand that I was once again given flesh.
I was called here by
humans who wish to pay me tribute. Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Perhaps the same
And could be said of all religions.
Your words
are as empty as your soul. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you. What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. Have at you. Don't have Uno. Wait, what is, where's the special? Oh, there it is. Keep forgetting. There we go. Yeah, it fucking enjoy that. Alright. Let's go. Let's go! Oh, I forget all of these attacks. Thank you, Jace! You have a great night! I forgot this happens if you die.
Why does the European mage girl draw upon the power of the 4 Easter gods?
Video games. Wait, no. Alright, there we go. Oh, I feel like I'm getting better at this. Sussy! How's it going? Welcome on in, Raiders! Yo, we're playing Metal Gear Solid, can't you tell? Sussy, how you doing? Welcome on in, y'all. It's so good to see you. Hack. Aww. Mustang of Deceit. Thank you for the follow, my fur and whiskers. It's my favorite part of Metal Gear Solid. Oh yeah. Shaft? You know, I hear he's one bad mother. V Lunar Goblin, thank you for the follow, my fur and whiskers. Who is the black private dick who's a sex machine to all the ladies? Because I think it's Shaft. You're damn right. You are damn right. You're almost to 6.9k. Nice. Nice. So, see, what were you playing today? Are we sure this is Metal Gear Solid? Yeah. I mean, yes. So I'm doing this for a reason. I want a save file because we're just about to fight Psycho Mantis, and I want a Castlevania save file on my memory card.
Buttercup Bandito gifted a tier 1 sub to Susib Nui. They have given 23 gift subs in the channel.
Buttercup, thank you so much for the gift sub. Oh my gosh. Heck. The detect emulator save file? It emulates the memory card, so it should. Should work just fine, I think. Alright, let's go. Oh, there it is. Ooh. Yeah, come on. Here we go. Does anybody remember where the first save point is? I'm like really bad at this game and I don't remember a thing about it. This is when we meet Death, though. After Death takes your stuff. Okay.
Alucard, what is your business here?
I've come to put an end to this.
Still befriending mortals. I'll not ask you to return to our side, but I demand you cease your attack.
Alex, thank you for the follow, my friend.
I will not.
You shall regret those words. We will meet
I thought you were gonna skip
again.
Death because you asked how fast you can get to a save. If I could, like, if I had any practice doing the death skip, maybe, but I don't. You gotta, like, take off all your armor and then get attacked backwards by, like, one of those wolves. It's weird. Have you done a Symphony of the Night stream? No, I don't think I've even beaten this game, actually. All right. Okay, now I remember. Really? Really? Yep, really. There we go. Press left on the D-pad. Play this one through. I got to, I think I've gotten to Upside Down Castle. Oh, yo, Red Ross? Okay. That's pretty early. Data saved. Alright. Okay. Alright. Now. We're back. Alright. Never played a Castlevania game? Oh, they're pretty good. Of the, like, original ones, they're a little more platformy.
As you can see, this is a PlayStation Black Disc. Cut number 1 contains computer data, so please don't play it, but you probably won't listen to me anyway, will you?
Heck. Castlevania 3 is probably the best of the, like, original ones. The original 4. At least it's my favorite. People love Super Castlevania, and I can see why. It's a lot of fun. But, like, I think Castlevania 3 is, like, it is one of the hardest ones, but it's also, like, just one of the best. Of, like, the original, more platformy kind of ones. And if you like the more RPG element ones, Symphony of the Night holds up great. It's fantastic. But there's also a few really good ones on the DS. But I've never played any of those, so people can suggest those. Aria of Sorrow? I heard good things about that one. I heard, what's the other one? Circle of the Moon? I hear that one's bad but fun. Order of Ecclesia is great. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, I've never played any of those ones, so. Yeah. Bad but fun. Lesson. Alright, now I need to remember that I don't have a backdash. Hey, Gnome, how's it going? Alright, this door's not going to open for me, is it? There it goes. Alright. Can we?
What's up, Snake?
No.
Good luck, Snake.
Can we call Meryl? No response. Oh! I went into first person mode. If you go into first person here... and it's got, like, the gas mask filter on it. It's fucking great. Super cool. Gosh. Okay, so here's the question I want to ask about this game. Because we've been talking a little bit about, like, you know, the critical analysis of this game and, like, what it's trying to say and, like, what it's doing with its themes. But here's an interesting question that I want to ask, and that's who is the player? Because in most games, okay, video games as a medium are a little bit different. They have one specific difference to a lot of other art forms. If you're looking at a painting, right, of, like, you're looking at, like, Saturn eating his children or whatever, right? You're not going, oh, I ate my children. You're not going, oh, I was eaten by Saturn. You know, if you're watching, like, a John Wick, you're not like, oh, I got revenge for my wife or whatever, right? I do. Chad behavior. But if you're playing a video game, if you're playing like Mario and like Mario falls down a pit in the first level, you're not going to go like, oh, Mario died, right? That's not how your brain conceptualizes it. It's, oh, I died. I should have jumped there. Not Mario should have jumped there, right? And the reasons for this are obvious, right? Because there's like a sense of agency to what you're doing. You're the one controlling what Mario's doing in the game, right? I feel like this is a little more confused in narrative games, because there's things that happen during cutscenes that are different. Like nobody talks about Aerith dying in the scene when like she gets stabbed by Sephiroth, but if Aerith dies in a combat encounter, you're like, oh damn, I died. I game overed, you know? Or whatever, right? So like who are you in the video game is an interesting question that the Metal Gear Solid games try to grapple with, and I don't feel like a lot of other games do. I feel like a lot of games don't have any concern for like who the player is in relation to the game, because in something like Final Fantasy, in something like Mario Brothers, the player is Mario, right? That's you. That's, hey, I died here, right? But if you're looking at something like Final Fantasy VII, you're not Cloud, you're not Aerith, you're not Tifa, you're sort of this like amorphous strategist that controls all of them. So you would say, oh shit, I died, when you game over and all of your characters are dead, but you probably wouldn't say that if like one of them dies and you have to revive them. You got to be like, oh shit, I got to revive Aerith. Right? You wouldn't be like, oh, I got to revive myself. Because it just don't conceptualize it that way, right? So there's like this weird, meta narrative where it's interesting to think about how gameplay mechanics create that. Create a character for the player to be. And I want to think about that here. Sorry, I'm losing my voice just a little bit. All right. There's a character that's basically me, I might say I gotta revive myself. Yeah, like sometimes in the Persona games, when you like name your main character or whatever, sometimes that's you. Yeah. But like, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Tell us how you really feel about the Final Fantasy VII remake. I mean, I feel like I hate it more than most people do, but it's just me. What about in Nomad Soul when your soul gets dragged into the game? Now that's an interesting idea that is done way better in a game called Driver San Francisco, which is kind of a masterpiece. Nomad Soul fucking sucks. Driver San Francisco uses the same plot conceit to tell just a fucking fascinating story. That game's wild. It's so cool. But I'll talk about that another time. I will talk about that a different time. I want to think right now about who the player is in Metal Gear Solid. Because there's certain things that there's certain things that characters say in this game that are directed at Snake, but clearly not meant for him. Like, Snake, if you want to climb up a ladder, press the action button. What the fuck does that mean to Snake? Where is Snake's action button? Do not answer this question. It is rhetorical. But, like... It's okay. But yeah, like, the idea that when you go first person, you're looking from Snake's point of view, but then in this scene, you're still first person. This is the first person button. That is what the button on the controller does, is move you to first person. This is still first person, but it's from a different character's perspective. In this next scene, we're going to talk to Psycho Mantis. And one of the interesting things is that, hopefully, he's going to talk about Castlevania. And I don't believe that Snake has ever played a fucking Castlevania game, right? I don't think Snake has played a video game in his life. He probably thinks that's nerd shit. So who is being talked to here is a thing that I want to consider, because I find it an interesting question. Like, I find it kind of fascinating. Yare Meryl? God, you sort of sit down and chat about it for an hour. That's what we're here for. That's what we're doing.
What's wrong?
Oh, hurry, hurry. Make love to me. Oh, Snake, I want you.
Who's that?
You don't like girls?
Weird that Psycho Mantis thought to do this.
Don't use your weapon.
It's Psycho Mantis. He's controlling Meryl. That tune is his
Maybe
mind
it worked
control
for him
music.
before? I don't know.
Don't use your weapon. Try to knock her out.
This scene is a little bit easier in Twin Snakes, because you can just, like, use tranks. Not a thing you can do in this one. Why doesn't he try to control Snake? Maybe he can't. Maybe he can't. Oh, again, first person gives you, like, a totally different viewpoint again.
Useless woman.
Optic camouflage, huh?
What does
I hope
that
that's
mean?
not your only trick.
You doubt my power?
Someone is already controlling Snake. There you go.
I am the most powerful practitioner of psychokinesis and telepathy in the world. No,
There's no need for words, Snake.
I'm Psycho Mantis. This is no trick. It's true power. It's useless, I told you. I can read your every thought.
Look at this Kingster.
Now let me read your mind. No, perhaps I should say your past. You are a very methodical man. The type that always kicks his tires before he leaves.
I don't know about that.
You are a highly skilled warrior, well suited to this stealth mission. You are extremely careful of traps.
So every one of these is based on your actions during the course of this game. So when he says your past, he's not reading any of Snake's history. He's only reading things that the player has done in the game so far.
I can see into your mind. You like Castlevania, don't you?
There we go.
You have not said often. You are somewhat reckless. I can read you like an open book.
So he's reading your mind. He's reading the player's past. Yeah.
My psychokinetic power. Put your controller on the floor. Put it down as flat as you can. That's good.
I don't think I have vibration function on.
Your controller by the power of my will alone.
Oh, my controller doesn't vibrate.
What do you think now? Can you feel my power now?
Yeah, they make the controller shake. It's very cool. I want to talk about that real quick though, because like it's very funny because like so your controller shakes and then it like moves across the floor as long as you're not playing like on a thick carpet. But that's great. What does that prove to Snake? What does that mean? Like, is that a really proof of Psycho Mantis's powers that the player's controller is moving across the floor? What? You kidding me? I find it kind of fascinating. Because this game is clearly doing something with that. It's doing a little bit of something with that. But Metal Gear Solid 2 is going to take that and run with it. This idea of like the player as character, or like the meta character, is going to be a thing that is much greater in Metal Gear Solid 2 than this one. In this one, it seems like what the player represents is like maybe Snake's will or Snake's like determination to go on. We're at the loss. Thank you for the follow, my fur and whiskers. That's a Monster Hunter reference in that. Did someone say determination? Yeah, it's a little sans Undertale, I guess. Heck yeah, Metal Gear talk. I could talk about this series all day. Metal Gear and Silent Hill are two series that I could just talk about forever. And also Kingdom Hearts, but I'll be much less complimentary towards those. But like, yeah, I feel like there's an element of player character in this first game, and it's not super clear because like we could be like Snake's soldier senses or something like that. We could be his determination or his will, or you know the je ne sais quoi, the special something that he needs to complete this mission, because we're what Snake's genetics aren't. The end of this game will make it clear that our opponent is the like genetically modified better soldier than us or something, right? But the thing that makes up the difference between our genetic makeup and theirs is represented by the player's input. We're the extra something that Snake needs to complete this mission. Yeah, we're the nurture that overcomes nature. I think that's my interpretation of what's going on here. But this is very, like, this game in particular, very open to discussion, because, like, it's a little vague, right? It's especially hard if, like me, it was your first Metal Gear game and you just jump in on the Raiden campaign without any other context. There's a give and take to it. I feel like Metal Gear Solid 2 is very interesting if you come into it with the expectation of being a sequel to Metal Gear. I'll say that. But we'll talk about it when we get there. But yeah, I love this game. I could talk about it all day. I fucking adore it. It's great. If Mantis really knew about saving, he'd realize that he and his allies are doomed. He read our memory card. That means Psycho Mantis knows about saving, which means he's got determination too. Oh shit. Psycho Mantis is our Flowey. All right. You know what? Last time I streamed this game, I had not played Undertale. But now I have. God, I love that joke. Hideo instead of video. So there's a super secret strategy in this fight if you're playing Twin Snakes. I'm going to teach you how to do this fight. If you're playing the Twin Snakes version, lay down on the ground and shoot him. And, 60% of his attacks cannot hit you. They just can't. He'll move furniture around and shit. It won't hit you. Most of his attacks just fly right over your head. So if you're playing Twin Snakes, just lay down on the ground. And you'll dodge most everything. Good fight. I forgot. See, like this attack? Yeah. If you're laying down, you're okay. I just remembered. You can't fight him like this. He can read your inputs.
That Psycho Mantis, former KGB psychic. He has powerful telepathic abilities. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, he came to America looking for a job. He worked with the FBI on several cases as a psychic profiler.
Psychic profiler.
5 years ago, he was working on the case of a multiple serial murderer, and he got too far into the killer's mind. As a result, he became just like the killer.
So he was sort of infected.
That's a dumb plot point that never comes back.
In any case, after that, he became a sort of psychic spy working for the highest bidder. Traveled all around the world. That's when he was recruited by Foxhound. He can read people's minds. He knows every move that you're going to make.
What should I do? I've got no chance of beating him.
There must be some way.
He's a
The psychic
master
shit
of
wasn't part of the
controlling
story.
people, Snake. Don't let him manipulate you.
I kinda like it. Because I feel like this is a spy thriller that takes place in the X-Men universe. You know what I mean? This is like if Jason Bourne had to stop Magneto. It's kind of great.
Psychic soldier, yes. Although they will not admit it, many countries have paranormal programs and use psychics in their special ops. Psychics range in power from those who can bend spoons to those who can cause natural disasters. But Psycho Mantis is one of the most powerful. Be careful.
Explain later with parasites or nanomachines or something. There's some parasites shit in Metal Gear Solid 5 that's supposed to explain some of this, but also psychic powers are just real. Like, there is also just psychic powers in this universe. You just kind of have to deal with it. That's just part of the way this universe works. Some people just get powers. I assume because it takes place in the same universe as Static Shock. So there's a bunch of boom babies, and some of them get lightning powers, and some of them get psychokinesis, and that's just how it works. It's just what happened. Some people just could have bees. Yeah. So the weirdest thing about it, though, is, so there's something even weirder about this. 100% give you a headband for bringing up Static Shock. Aww. I think y'all are ignoring the weirdest part of this. Which is not that psychic powers are real, but that the world's greatest soldier has no powers. And that's the one that they're trying to recreate with gene therapy. They're not trying to create psychics with gene therapy. They're just like, oh yeah, this regular guy who could shoot pretty good. That's the guy we want to make gene soldiers of. That's the guy we want to clone, is the guy who can shoot a gun. Not the guy who controls bees or lightning or, like, psychic powers. Don't care about that. That's ordinary. We want the guy who can shoot gun. Right? That's weird, right? That's kind of weird, right? He did kick all those people's asses. Yes. Trying to recreate the guy who can regularly beat the shit out of the psychics and weird spacemen and bees. Yeah, but like, what if there was like 50 guys with bees? Miller, what do you have to say about this?
Is a powerful telepath, but you've got more battle experience. You can do it, Snake.
"50 guys are just commanding the same number of bees." Oh, that might be true. Yeah. Maybe psychomantises then. You could have like 50 of them. Boony! Egrets, thank you for 7 months. Welcome back to the Court of Hearts. Oh my gosh. Sarah Zell, thank you for the follow, my fur and whiskers. Alright. I need a big game Metal Gear Solid nerd myself. Let's go! Represent. Controllers. Controller port 2. Let me see. Oh, is there just an easy way to switch controller ports? Is there just an easy way to do this? I'm gonna specifically engineer the guy who can save. Yo, that's fair. That's fair, though. Yes. Okay. So now we can do load. Oh, I see. Fiddle memes were too strong. They're pretty strong. What emulator are you using? DuckStation. I feel like there should be a much easier way to just switch controller ports. Without having to, like, completely redo my bindings. Do you like that Kojima never tried to explain the psychic powers? Mostly. There's a little bit of stuff that goes into, like, Metal Gear Solid 5. Metal Gear Solid 4 and 5 try to explain too much, in my opinion. I like some of the vagueness that happens in, like, 2. That gets a little more explicit in 4, and, like, yeah. That said, I do like the explanations. They're very fun. They're kind of silly. But that's fine. R3 Right analog, up, down, left, right, cross, circle, triangle, square. Do people call it cross or X? I always just call it X. Okay, there we go. And then clear that one. Okay. All right, now we should be on controller port 2. Okay. Yep. The fact that this is how you beat Mantis in the game reinforces your early point, like diegetically how does Snake change controller ports? Yeah. Or like how does he know what Naomi or Meryl's codec number is? Right? That's controller port 2. Let me see here. Trying to clone the guy with the powers of plot? Basically, yes. They're trying to clone main characters. They're just like, well, if our character's the main character, he'll always win, obviously. He's got plot armor. Trying to clone someone with a controller? Okay, but in actuality, if you've played Metal Gear Solid 2, what is the Solid Snake simulation plan? Because guess what? Yeah. That's the player. Y'all. I don't know if you knew this, but that's the player? Bun my redeem? It's important? Did the tarts not work? Wait a minute. Wait, where's the redeem? Hang on. Oh no! I missed it because I'm trying to mess with my controller. Ah! Oh no, the tarts are good. Okay, wait a minute. What's it called? MGS Integral? Oh, the UK one that came with VR missions? No! Heckin'. Review requests. Here we go. Let's toss. No, wait a minute. Oh no. Oh, 518 plus? Okay. Why are they oldest to newest? Oh no. Why is this how I have to go through? Oh god, I gotta go through 7 months of redeems to find out what the newest one is? You kidding me, Twitch? What? What was the redeem? I can't see it. I don't have it. It was a compliment for Robin? Oh my goodness. Robin's a heckin' sweetie. Robin's so nice. Oh my gosh. Thank you for giving Robin a compliment because, oh my goodness. Just an absolute cutie. Benefit to the community. Oh. Are they oldest to newest? That's dumb. I know. I don't know. It's all like tarts and pets and things.
You would think that a PS1 emulator would have a controller port swap button specifically for one of the most well-known PS1 games.
You would think so, right? You would think so. Let me see. Maybe there's... Okay, here's one for swap memory card slots. Can I make a hotkey for Switch controller slots? Why did I not test this out beforehand? Why didn't I even test this out? What kind of streamer am I? I unbound controller 1. Oh my goodness. I unbound controller 1, and then I bound controller 2, and it didn't work. It still didn't work. Yeah, I'm playing on original hardware. Yeah, sure. Okay, there's got to be a better way to do that. Okay. Doing your best. I'm trying. Thank you. Gosh. Hotkeys. Reset system. Change disk. Okay, those are good. Swap memory card slots. Frame step. Rewind. Increase speed. Decrease speed. Try connecting 2 different controllers. I would like to avoid doing that if possible. VK touchdown, how you doing? Oh my goodness. Welcome on in, Raiders. It's so good to see you today. Bold. How you doing? Oh my gosh. We're just trying to like do a thing. I'm just trying to fight this Psycho Mantis guy. Can't figure out this fight. Keeps all he does is like avoid my bullets. How do I do that? How do I hit this guy? Hitman 3 was crashing. Oh no. Oh. Heck. There's another way if we can't make the controller thing work. Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. The failsafe used with a PC port? Oh, does that not work? Oh no. Alright, let me check. Advanced. No. Okay. Alright. Yep. Yep. Okay. The busts are back up. Okay. Controller port switching is just really cool, though. All right, we'll do that then.
Thunderstand.
Is that one of those dreams I have while watching my thoughts? No, you are correct. We will get there. It's a cutscene after you defeat him. Honestly, Where are they? Okay. Ha! Cool. No! I love my life. Oh, there he goes. No? Nope. Huh. Oh, okay. Nabu, thank you for the follow, my fern whiskers. Okay. All the gun models in this game were picked for being relatively blocky and easy to model for a PS1. Yes. Hence the FAMAS. Which otherwise wouldn't make sense in an American military base. Is this a direct-to-Hideo sequel? Oh my goodness. Okay, Nikita, I can do that. Well, that hit him. Oh, Dora came over in the rain. Aww. Tars are cool. Tars are heckin' cool.
Fun. Have you learned nothing from the polymer shield animation in Atomic Heart? Don't attack the busts.
Oh gosh,
I hope I too can someday be completely knocked out to mitigate being mind controlled by a psychic screen peeker.
Landred. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Heck. Alright. It's in here somewhere. You know what? I could just Google it. Why don't I just Google it? Alright, hang on a sec. You ever just Goog something? You ever just Goog? Trying to fight Psycho Mantis, unable to change controller ports. Please help. Here we go. Alright. Let's go, Reddit. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. I think I found a solution. Okay, I think I found a solution. Alright. So, you can't destroy the busts until you die a couple times and Campbell calls you and tells you to do it. If they're like, okay. But I'm not going to do that. I've got a different plan. I'm going to bind controller 2 real quick. You probably don't have to do the analog sticks because I'm not going to use them, but anyway, quick, be entertaining while I'm doing this. Some Metroid other BS. Yeah, we got to get Adam to authorize us destroying the busts. God, that game sucks. All right. Switch controller 1 to not connected. Map controller 2. Okay.
Can't bust until the colonel tells you to.
Let's try this then. Got him. Alright. Had to disconnect controller 1. Alright. That's how it works. If controller 1 is connected, doesn't work. Alright. I can't believe it! Holy moly! That's a different game, sorry. Fuck you, Mantis! Oh. There we go. I gotta like crouch. No thoughts! Head empty! I can't read you! Remember when video games had novelizations? Oh. Oh, Dovey. Hang on just a sec. I'll be right back. 1 second. Give me a sec.
Snake, to defeat Psycho Mantis, you'll need to void your console's warranty. Go get a screwdriver and follow my instructions very carefully.
No, now you got me on my bullshit. No, now you got me on my bullshit. Alright. Hang on. Here's my novelization of Gex. here's my copy of Gex. It's tail time. No, I'm on my bullshit now. Are you for real? He's hip, green, and a master of disguise. Meet Gex as he leaps out of the video game screen and into the pages of his very own book. In this exciting story, Gex journeys to the media dimension to battle his archenemy Rez. So grab your remote and let the adventure begin. So yeah. Yes, I was aware that video game novelizations were a thing. Published by Troll. You know, it does seem like a troll, doesn't it? You know what's funny though is the Metal Gear Solid novelization, I believe, was written by the same person who wrote the script for Darkseid 2. If you'll believe it. I believe that is true. So that's fun. Just a fun little fact I had in my brain for you. Just a fun little fact. Someone else wrote 2. 2 had nothing to do with Mike Dawson, the actual person. He left after Darkseid 1. Tell me somebody wrote Darkseid 2. Yeah. Hey, content warning a little bit right here. There's not going to be a suicide. I'm going to stop her, but like Meryl's going to put a gun to her head. So, hey, just letting you know, if that's all the extreme content for you, then maybe look away for a minute. It'll be really quick. It'll be pretty quick. There we go. Or not here. Or maybe in a second. It'll happen in like a second. Oh, there we go.
You are powerful indeed, but I know your weak point. Meryl, stand right where he can see you and blow your brains out.
There it is.
Stop!
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's okay. Stun grenades are the way to do that. Psycho Mantis question: in 4, the B&B Corps are supposed to have their brains rewired with nanomachines to take on the personalities of certain members of the game's Foxhound. Not nanomachines, just psychic powers in that one, actually. This turns out to be a lie. Screaming Mantis is just possessed by the ghost of Psycho Mantis, who's controlling the other B&B through her. So why is he doing that? Why is he working for Liquid Ocelot? He's a psychic. So 4's messy and dumb. And the B&B core is the worst part of it. However, it's not actually Psycho Mantis. It's his psych profile that's been implanted into Screaming Mantis. So it's not actually him, it's just his like brain data. It's kind of dumb. You kind of gotta like suspend disbelief for that one. So, you know, I don't know. Yeah. Kojima throws Snake into a microwave? Yeah, just like Knuckles' dad. You know, that said, that microwave hallway is great. That scene's amazing. Wait, what? Don't you remember when Knuckles' dad microwaved Knuckles as a baby? That's the thing that happened? Knuckles' dad sucks, by the way. Terrible. Complete asshole. It's a Pender's thing, yes. Is he just gonna keep doing this all day? Heck. Thanks, Ken Penders. Did I not ever pick up the suppressor? You know what? I don't think I ever picked up the suppressor, did I? No. Okay. You like to play Castlevania? Every once in a while. I think Castlevania's cool. I'm not great at it. Snake Sonic OCB? Pliskin, the snake. There's like unload here. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, that's a little bit there. Alright, I got lucky. You big jerk. Alright, there you go. Now you just start throwing the shit around. Alright. That ragdoll's amazing.
Colonel, your niece is going to be okay.
Thanks, Snake. I owe you one.
We did it.
Now that Mantis is beaten, Meryl's brainwashing should wear off, right, Naomi?
Yes. But why did you go so far out of your
All
way
right,
to
controllers
save her?
are switched. All right.
For Campbell's sake, or maybe it's because you like her.
I don't want to see any woman die right in front of me.
Oh, really? Since when
Snake
did
would
anybody's
be
death
a
bother you
musky
so
husky.
much?
Naomi,
I
it's
think.
true that Snake has killed a lot of people, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have a heart.
It's okay, Colonel. She's right.
Because he's a musher.
So, you used the other...
He knows! He knows about the controller slots.
Man doesn't need to read the future. He makes his own.
Bowser, how you doing?
Perhaps so, but I will read your future. To get to Metal Gear's underground maintenance base,
Mm-hmm.
you have to go through that hidden door. There's a hidden door behind the bookcase. The overland route.
Hey, stop backseating, Mantis. Mantis is like streamer lacks critical information. Isn't Mantis a misanthrope? Yes.
Why are you telling me this?
He's also just incredibly sex repulsed. But you'll see.
In my lifetime, I have read the pasts, presents, and futures of thousands upon thousands.
Which is valid. He's just not doing it in a valid way.
Oh, gross.
And each mind that I peered into was stuffed with the same single object of obsession. That selfish and atavistic desire to pass on one seed. It was enough to make me sick. Every living thing on this planet exists to mindlessly pass on their DNA. We're designed that way. And that's why there is war. But you...
What?
You are different. You're the same as us. We have no past, no future. We live
You could just be Ace, though. That's okay. You could just do that. You could just...
Humans weren't
It's
designed
okay.
to bring each other happiness. From the moment we're thrown into this world, we're
War
fated to
exists
bring each other
because
nothing
people need
but
to fuck.
pain and
Apparently.
misery. The first person whose mind
Is he saying
I
Snake
dove
is Ace?
into
Oh, yeah.
was my father.
Which, you know what? Yeah,
I saw nothing but disgust and hatred for me in his heart.
I see it.
My mother died in childbirth. And he despised me for it. I thought my father was going to kill me. That's when my future disappeared. I lost my past as well. When I came to, the village was engulfed in flames.
Backstory Psychonauts used for Agent 9. Yeah, I mentioned last
Pharaoh
time.
Snake is
It's
a
kind of
superior
funny.
soldier because he doesn't need to
You
fuck.
suffered the same trauma. We are truly the same, you and I. The world is a more interesting place with people like you in it. I never agreed with the boss's revolution.
Yo, he's talking about Ace people. The world's a more interesting place with you in it. Fucking respect. Yo. So like... Man, is what the fuck, though? Like...
His dreams of world conquest do not interest me.
Sure hands. Right.
Excuse.
Yeah.
Kill as many people as I could.
You monster.
Let him talk.
Like...
He doesn't have much time left.
I've seen through
Not the
you.
representation anyone wanted.
You, Snake. You're just like the boss. No, you're worse. Compared to you, I'm not so bad.
I think the line in Twin Snakes is, compared to you, I'm like a saint.
Her mind as well.
Meryl's?
I saw you there. You have a large place in her heart.
A large place?
Like primo real estate,
Yes.
man.
A large place. But I do not know if your futures lie together. I have a last request.
Like a McMansion.
My mask. Put it back on.
Okay.
Like this, other people's thoughts force their way into my mind
before I die. I want to be by myself. I want to be left alone in my own world.
My mask, put it back on. These fluorescent lights are deafening.
I'll open the door for you. If you want to find your future, go through that door. This is the first time I've ever used my power.
The head out. Have a good night, Zarboil.
It's strange.
PSX texture warping. I couldn't find a way to get rid of it, so it's here. And you know what? I don't dislike it. Marvellius, you have a wonderful night.
Let's go, Meryl.
I'm sorry.
Meryl?
How could I let Mantis control my mind like that?
If you're gonna doubt yourself, I'll leave you here.
I'll take I love Psycho Mantis.
Never
like...
doubt yourself. Just let it make you stronger.
Yeah.
Learn something from it.
You're right. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Snake, can I ask you something?
What?
About what Mantis said. I was just wondering.
What?
Phantom Pain contradicts a lot. Phantom Pain's a mess.
No, nothing. So, tell me, Snake. What's your name? Your real name?
A name means nothing on the battlefield.
How old are you?
Old enough to know what death looks like.
Any family?
No, but I was raised by many people.
Is there anyone you like?
I've never been interested in anyone else's life.
So you are all alone. Just like Mantis said.
Snake's getting edgier by the
Other
second.
people just complicate my life. I don't like to get involved.
You're a sad, lonely man.
Come on, let's go.
So, like, you know what's kind of interesting is that I'm gonna save right here, and then I want to talk a lot about Psycho Mantis. Because I find all of this so interesting. Like, super interesting.
Of dying men enforce attention, like deep harmony. Snake, people don't normally lie with their dying breath. I think he was telling the truth. Maybe you should believe him.
I just want to have a chat about this, because I fucking love it.
Please, Snake, don't give up.
Yo, alright. Okay. Yo, alright. So what's interesting here is that Snake, I feel like, is one of those characters that people, is it lecture time? We can do lecture time. Alright. Snake is one of those characters that I feel like people, take the wrong way. When Snake gives out these snappy one-liners, I feel like a lot of people looked at that and were like, oh, that's aspirational, and not, that's a pathetic thing to say. Snake is a sad person. And the ending of this game shows that what he's doing is growing enough to let people in. Right? Yeah, he acknowledges that. Like, he knows that he's not aspirational. He doesn't see himself as like a living legend, but people keep telling him that. And it's like, that's not good. That's not healthy. I'm not a healthy person to idolize. And you know what? Like, that's the most mature part of Snake, is that he's aware of that. Metal Gear Solid 2 leans into that even harder by using the audience's expectations of Snake being like this cool Sigma male grind set badass, and making Raiden not that. It's a joke they're playing on the people who are like, oh, Snake's so cool. I can't wait to play more Snake. You know? It's a joke. If I was dying, I'd probably talk myself up. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. I like Raiden, he felt more human. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, yes. Even though a lot of the subtext went over my head, I still like Raiden. Totally fair. Yeah. I think there's... So, one of the reasons I wanted to replay these games, one of the reasons that I love playing these games again, is because I think that a lot of people look at Metal Gear Solid and go, those games are really unsubtle. Like, Kojima doesn't use subtlety in his writing. Metal Gear seems to be defined by, like, obviously Metal Gear Solid 1 is about genes, and Metal Gear Solid 2 is about memes, and then it's nanomachines, and, like, people kind of have, like, this view of the series as being like this kind of stuff, but there's a lot of subtext that is kind of lost in that discussion. I feel like there's a lot of things going on here underneath the obvious ones. Gamers just also kind of need stuff to be very upfront in order to notice it. So because otherwise people look at the Matrix and they're like, ah, yes, the red pill. Women are the gatekeepers of sex. And it's like, y'all, the Matrix was not subtle. Stop it. Or like, oh yeah, Fight Club, that Tyler Durden's guy's got his head screwed on right. That's the aspirational character from Fight Club. Like, I feel like, yeah, a lot of people lack media literacy, which is not something to be ashamed of. Like, obviously, a lot of us in our teenage years played stuff like Metal Gear Solid and we're like, oh, Snake's such a badass. Very cool. Like, but like, I think it's important to notice what the writer's opinion of Snake is. Which is that he's a flawed person. That's a person that's got some growing to do. That's a person that has been used and abused and won't admit it, but is very scared of letting people in. And Metal Gear Solid 1 gives him a good reason not to.
I was a teenager when I read Scott Pilgrim and did not understand that Scott was a bad person until way later.
Yeah. Which is okay. Like, that's normal. That's alright. That's nothing to be, like, ashamed of, obviously. But yeah, I don't know. I'm okay with some of these games using very obvious messaging, because then more people kind of get it. They kind of get it. And I think that's good. Snake definitely grows into a way better person than in this game. But yeah, let's talk about Psycho Mantis real quick, because Mantis is interesting. Like, I think that I don't want to talk about the Metal Gear Solid 5 stuff because it gives him like a weird backstory that's not really interesting or important. And I don't really care about that part. What I jive with a little bit is some of the stuff that he has, where he's talking about, okay, so let me open up a little bit. Me personally, I think sex is pretty cool. I think it's a good time for me. And I don't think anybody should have it if they don't want to, of course. But, like, I think I like it. And it's good for me. That's a thing about me. And I still hate societal expectations around procreation. Especially for women in society. The expectation that, like, oh yeah, all women want to be mothers or whatever. Fuck that. It's gross, it's uncomfortable, it's degrading, incredibly objectifying, because, like, fuck off with that, yeah. Like, if people want to have kids, that's fine, not for me, but, like, cool. Some people really enjoy that kind of shit. Not me. And I don't think anybody should be pressured into doing that, and holy shit, there is a lot of pressure to do that. I don't really feel less strongly about the idea that men must always want sex, though, either. Yes, I 100% agree with that. Like, the procreation angle is normally, like, used, like, wielded against women, but there's absolutely an expectation that men will want sex and are also afraid of commitment is usually tied into that, which is dumb. But yes, absolutely. And this makes things very difficult for ace people of every gender, and also, like, all women and most men are going to feel these really uncomfortable pressures that fucking suck. In that regard, I kind of feel Psycho Mantis here. I kind of feel that. I feel like it's very misdirected, though. I feel like he's kind of victim blaming, you know? Like, I feel like he's blaming people for falling into those pressures rather than the pressures themselves. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he could take a more systemic approach to this kind of thing. It's like the person who's like, oh man, I hate consumerism. Capitalism's the best system, though. You know? You know what I mean? Aw, large cats. Oh my goodness. Psycho Mantis' rugged individualism bootstraps? Maybe. I feel like he's kind of falling into that trap a little bit. Because he's kind of like, just like, oh man, I just want to kill as many people as possible. And that sucks. That's a shitty thing to do, obviously. But yeah, there's some things that Mantis does where he's just like, you know what? The atavistic desire to pass on one's seed, that's gross. And also, God, I hate hearing people's thoughts all the time. It's like being on Twitter. I just have to, like, I'm subjected to the intrusive thoughts of others constantly. And I hate that. That's like Twitter, but in your brain 24/7. Yeah. So, like, I get it. So there's a lot about Mantis. I also feel Mantis a little bit would be better off if it was, 2023, and we could be like, hey Mantis, guess what? We're gonna get you a bunch of ace friends, because that's a legit thing to do. You're allowed to just be ace. That's cool. And also, here's some noise-canceling headphones, and a weighted blanket, and why don't you just decompress for a bit, you know? An ace commune of powerful posters? I feel like that would have fixed him. This is why representation's important. Psycho Mantis goes off like this because he just doesn't know that you could just be Ace and log off, yeah. This is like what he needed. I'm like, oh. He could have been so much healthier. Aww. Also, hey Ty, how are you doing? How was Content Farm? Who's that guy whose food reviews you always watch? I love him. It's like Frank is hungry or Fred is hungry. I don't remember what his name is. Joe is hungry. Oh my god. Joe loved it? Okay. Rad. Joe seems really sweet. I hate his editing so much. It's so obnoxious. He got a burger he clearly didn't like and gave it a 6.9 because he's loyal to the Checkers brand. Yo, those mozzarella sticks though. They got mozzarella sticks at Checkers that use the fry seasoning and they're fucking rad. Super good. Nice though. Oh my gosh, that's silly. Loyalty to the brand. Lucky the unofficial Dead Space scriptmaster. Apparently. God, that's weird. My handwriting made it into the Dead Space remaster? Did everyone hear about this? I don't know. That's weird.